Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80! Watching you fire. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now
a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Watson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Reset, 18, check 56. No chance.
From the gun, here's Watson. Completes this to Waring. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
from the 31. Watson, he gets this one to Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and 2, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Watson off play action. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First down and goal to go. Let's set 19. We own this. We own them. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes at it, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive linemen.
Where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bowman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second and inches, Watson and Stills bringing it in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. He completes it to Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
At the 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, it's Eifert. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the... line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 46 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll run it with Johnson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Dancing to touchdown, Texans. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Joe Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Robert Alford there defensively.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 54.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to Johnson again. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All day, every day, any day.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll take his shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down and 7 yards to go.
Here we go,
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he finds Parker here, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on fourth down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, it's Bowman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Nixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Jim. Check 24, check 24.
Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Right here, right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's a fumble. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Interception all day, baby. Let's get this.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
They go play action here on first down. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, echo.
Move. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Shoot.
Out of the gun, Hill. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Hill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratched. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Garoppolo. Finding Green complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man, Boyd. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Mixon, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left.
Ready.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hill on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's QT. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Hill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At their 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At their 48-yard line.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
65, 65, 65.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.